Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The message came in at 2:17 a.m., lighting up my phone on the nightstand like a small cold sunrise. I'm in town. I think I'm ready to see them. No name. Just a number I hadn't saved but would have recognized anywhere. My chest tightened the way it used to when headlights slowed in front of the house years ago, when hope still had the power to hurt. I didn't open the message again. I didn't need to. After all this time, the words felt less like a request and more like a ghost knocking. Beside me, Emma stirred in her sleep, one arm flung across the empty space where nightmares used to wake her. She was 10 now, old enough to pretend she didn't remember, young enough that she still sometimes asked questions in the dark. Did Mom like pancakes? Did she sing in the car? Was I bad? Questions shaped like wounds. I used to answer carefully, sanding down the truth until it felt safe to hold. She loved you. She just got lost. That was the story I told our daughter. It wasn't the whole story. The first time she left, it sounded temporary. I just need space, she'd said, standing in the doorway with a suitcase that looked too small to carry a marriage. A few weeks. Maybe a month. Emma was 3, clutching a stuffed rabbit by one ear. I remember how quiet the house felt after the car pulled away, like even the walls were waiting for her to come back and explain the silence. Weeks turned into seasons. Calls became texts. Texts became nothing. I told myself she was struggling, that love meant patience, that families bent but didn't break. Every excuse felt noble until it started sounding like begging. The truth didn't arrive all at once. It came in pieces, an unfamiliar man's laugh in the background of a voicemail, a tagged photo someone sent me by accident, a social media post from a city she'd sworn she'd never moved to. Each discovery felt strangely quiet. No shouting. No smashed plates. Just the slow understanding that I'd been standing alone in a room I thought we shared. Life without her didn't explode into something dramatic. It rebuilt itself in small, stubborn ways. Learning how to braid Emma's hair from a YouTube video paused every 3 seconds. Burning dinners until we found 3 meals we could both cook half asleep. Sitting through school plays where she scanned the audience once, just once, before smiling at me like I was enough. Those moments didn't erase the past, but they made a future anyway. Years passed quietly, peaceful even. The kind of peace you don't trust at first because you remember what chaos feels like. And now this message. I'm in town. She texted again the next morning. Could we meet? Just to talk. I want to see Emma. Please. That last word used to have power. Now it just looks small on the screen. I spent the day watching ordinary things too closely. The way sunlight hit the kitchen table, the sound of Emma laughing at a cartoon, the rhythm of a life built without permission from the past. I realized something uncomfortable. Her absence had stopped feeling temporary a long time ago. It had become normal. And normal is hard to give back. We met at a quiet park near Emma's school. Neutral ground. My hands felt steady, which scared me more than anger would have. She looked older. Not dramatically. Just softer around the edges, like time had been happening to her somewhere far away from us. Her eyes searched my face the way people look at houses they used to live in. Hi, she said. One word. 8 years inside it. Hi. For a moment neither of us spoke. Kids shouted in the distance. A swing creaked. Life kept moving, indifferent to reunions. I made mistakes, she said finally, voice thin with rehearsed honesty. I thought I wanted something else. Thought I had time. I didn't answer. Because that sentence, the one about time, was the truest thing she'd said. She looked past me. Where is she? At school. Her shoulders dropped, disappointment mixing with relief. I want to fix this, she whispered. I want to be part of your lives again. Your lives. Not our lives. I noticed that. Anger didn't arrive the way I'd imagined all those lonely nights years ago. It didn't roar. It didn't demand justice. It just sat quietly beside something stronger. Clarity. You didn't just leave me, I said. You left a 3-year-old who thought every car was you coming home. Tears filled her eyes instantly, like she'd been waiting for permission to feel them. I know. I don't think you do, I said gently. Not cruel, just honest. Because knowing would have brought you back sooner. Silence stretched between us, heavy but clean. No more confusion. No more guessing. Just truth standing in daylight. When I picked Emma up that afternoon, she ran toward me with a drawing clutched in her hand. Our house, our dog, the two of us smiling too big under a crooked sun. 3 figures stood in the picture. But the third one was faint, like she hadn't pressed the crayon very hard. "Who's that?" I asked softly. She shrugged. "I don't know yet." Something inside my chest both broke and healed at the same time. That night, I typed a message and erased it 3 times before sending. "You can see her. Slowly. Carefully. But understand this. We didn't wait for you. We learned how to live." Her reply came minutes later. "Thank you. I don't expect forgiveness. I just want a chance to be better." I stared at the words for a long time, realizing forgiveness and access weren't the same thing. Neither was love and trust. Some doors reopen. Others stay gently closed, not out of anger, but protection. Weeks later, I watched from a distance as Emma met her mother for the first time she could actually remember. There were no dramatic embraces. No cinematic tears. Just 2 people sitting on a bench, talking carefully, like strangers holding something fragile between them. Real life rarely gives you perfect endings. Sometimes it gives you something quieter. The chance to stop bleeding. The strength to choose peace. The understanding that being left behind didn't mean being broken. That night, Emma fell asleep quickly, her breathing slow and steady. I stood in the doorway longer than usual, listening to the sound of a life that had survived abandonment and still learned how to be soft. My phone stayed silent on the nightstand. For the first time in years, silence didn't feel like loss. Felt like freedom.